Hello, and welcome. My name is Patrick, and over the next few minutes, I'll be breaking down the nuts and bolts of flat rate pricing. We'll begin in just a moment, but first I'd like to tell you 3 reasons flat rate pricing is important to your service business. Reason 1, happier customers. Presenting a fair and final price before work begins puts customers in control of the buying decision. It eliminates surprises and price complaints at the end of the service call. And since repair fees aren't tied to the clock, customers won't pressure your staff to get the job done fast. They'll just want it done right. Reason 2, happier employees. Fewer price complaints and getting adequate time to properly complete a repair should make your staff happy. But what also excites them is the higher pay and better benefits you can offer as a result of earning more on each call. Which leads me to reason 3, more profits. You build profits into the price. So when your customer agrees to the repair fee up front, you've earned that profit. Profit you can use for a host of things like, say, retaining your best employees or taking home more pay for yourself. Happier customers, happier employees, and more profits. Sounds pretty great. But even though millions of service calls are successfully run every year using flat rate pricing, not every contractor is taking advantage of the benefits. Flat rate pricing is the only proven way contractors can consistently turn a profit on repairs. This here's Lila. She's our rate blender. Hey, Lila.
Hey, Patrick.
Lila, what exactly is a rate blender?
Glad you asked. Every service department has to charge a price for their work. Most base their price on an hourly rate. But few understand just how to arrive at a profitable hourly rate. That's where the rate blender comes in.
Can you give us a demonstration?
Of course. Can you give me some room? I start by adding in labor costs for 1 hour of service. This includes employee benefits, disability insurance, and payroll taxes.
So you blend your labor costs to get your hourly rate. Makes sense.
Wait. Then I need to add in overhead costs. Overhead costs are things like other labor, service dispatcher, managers, etc. There's advertising, insurance, don't forget vehicle lease, vehicle repairs and maintenance, telephones, and the data plans, computers, don't forget tools, oh, there's the uniforms, and shop supplies. Don't forget interest, bad debt, bank fees, dues, oh yes, and unapplied time.
Unapplied time?
It's the amount of time a field person is on the clock, but not performing billable service. So when they're doing things like washing the van, driving in traffic, picking up parts, and of course, callbacks, which from a billing perspective is lost time. For some, that can be 2 to 4 hours of every day. So the service department is paying the field person for 8 hours, but can only bill for about 4. The other 4 hours are unapplied and need to be accounted for. Lastly, I add in some profit, blend it all up, and
that's quite a difference.
Yes, it is. Of course, the rate will be different for every contractor. No 2 companies have exactly the same labor and overhead costs.
Thanks, Lila. Most contractors probably need to charge over $100 per hour to be profitable. But when they quote that kind of rate to their customer, it sets up the strikeout. When equipment breaks down, most people only have 2 questions. What's wrong and how much? Answering what's wrong, cake. Most service professionals can diagnose a piece of equipment with their eyes shut. But answering how much, that's tougher. People are expecting a price. You know, Mr. Customer, it will be $187. But instead, contractors give a formula. Mr. Customer, we charge $125 an hour plus parts. When they hear the hourly rate, strike 1! You know what I mean? Something like $125 an hour, you're fixing my furnace, not building a rocket ship. The inevitable follow-up question, so how long will it take? Then they'll hover over and watch to be sure the tech isn't working slowly, taking breaks, or talking on the phone. If the job goes over what they were told, strike 2! And when the job's all done, Mr. Customer Googles the parts listed on the invoice. If what he finds online is cheaper than the price quoted,
Strike three, you know!
that's one angry customer. So how can a contractor charge the hourly rate they need without creating angry customers? Packaging. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Patrick.
Bill here is our packager. Bill, tell the folks what you do.
Sure. My job is to take the hourly rate Lila blended, apply it to the job, add in the parts cost with an appropriate markup, then package it all up into a single price. You probably know it better as a flat rate price. Hey, Patrick, did you know that surveys show 91% of people prefer a flat rate price over time and material?
Really?
Yup. That's why packaging is so important.
I guess it is. So there it is in a nutshell, flat rate pricing. Hopefully you now have a clearer picture of what flat rate pricing is, and you know why flat rate pricing is better for your customers, better for your employees, and better for your company. Call us if you have any questions. We're always happy to help.